We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Stay tuned for Marlins baseball next. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Standing in, Russell Daniels. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Not a bad season for a rookie. He's really put himself on the map with the way he's hit the ball this year.
One time.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
The count now at 2-1.
One time, right here.
Pitch on the way. Line drive to left. Dickerson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Ready now for the Marlins. J.J. Bleday. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Daniels is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Into the box now, Russell Daniels. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Fouled off.
Let her rip, let her rip.
Hard hit toward the hole. Oh, what a dive.
Oh, beat it out, beat it out.
It's in time. Stepping into the box, Jazz Chisholm, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jazz Chisholm.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Up next from Miami, Lewin Diaz.
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Lewin Diaz.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that in. Digging in, Russell Daniels. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Daniels.
Now here's the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive. I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
90 feet anyway, kid. Here we go.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1.
Hey, let's go, kid. Here we go.
The 1-2 is a ball high and inside.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball. Digging in to try it
The
again.
left
Corey
fielder,
Dickerson.
number 23.
His career line against
Corey
Wheeler. He's gone 2 for 5.
Dickerson.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami,
Now
Brian
batting,
Anderson.
third
A
baseman,
hit in 2 tries for
Brian
him so far.
Anderson.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game.
One away.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Daniels is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now to the plate, Russell. Daniels 0 for 3 to this point.
The left
Yeah,
fielder.
not his game so
Russell.
far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of
Daniels.
expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Harrison moving back on it. Still ranging back. And that baby's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. So his remarkable season continues as they open it up to 6-2 now. Ready to take his hacks again.
The bat,
Russell
the
Daniels,
left fielder.
as he'll look to follow up the
Russell
2-run homer he launched over the
Daniels.
wall last time up.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Fouled away. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like
Come on,
this,
go hard,
it's
you're
clear
scoring.
that the pitchers
Go
need to
hard.
start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. And striding into the box,
Now
Jazz
batting,
Chisholm. He
shortstop,
flew out in his last at-bat.
Chisholm.
0-1, here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you could coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 tonight's final. The Phils rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Zach Wheeler gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Alec Bettinger gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Batting third,
So striding forward now, Russell Daniels. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today.
Settling in now,
Batting
Corey
first.
Dickerson. And the
The left
Marlins
fielder.
looking for more in the game's
Corey
opening frame.
Dickerson.
A runner at second, nobody out.
Hey, no outs now.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. In there, a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall.
Hey, no run. Easy.
And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. Standing in,
Now
Russell
batting.
Daniels.
The left
0 for
fielder.
1 for him here in this one.
Daniel.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat,
Leading up
Jazz
for the
Chisholm,
Marlins.
as we move on to the bottom
The
of inning
shortstop.
number 3.
Jazz Chisholm.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Daniels comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Alec
Leading
Bettinger,
up
comes
for
into
the
this
Marlins.
at-bat 0 for 1
The
in the
pitcher,
ball game.
Alec.
Here's the pitch.
Bettinger.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Daniels has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So the lineup flips over, and
Now
digging
batting,
in, Jazz
shortstop.
Chisholm. He flew out in his
Jazz.
last at-bat.
Chisholm.
The 1-2. Hit in the air out to left field. Daniels is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Leading off the inning, Russell
Leading off
Daniels,
for
as they'll
Philadelphia.
look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this
Daniel.
one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Smoke toward third. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
The first baseman.
So a
number
runner at
17.
first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Pops this one up. Padlo is there. He's got it 1 away. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late.
Put a good
Now
swing
batting.
on it. Here we go.
The third baseman, Alec.
Now he gets the
Oh.
ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. Stepping in,
Now
Russell
batting.
Daniels.
Left
He
fielder.
singled his last
Russell.
time
Got
up.
a good one.
Daniel.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
Hey, have a rip like you can.
Ball two now. Barnes is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out. And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and... Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams.
Here
the key
is
is
the
they
final
didn't
line
panic
score
or press.
tonight.
They just came
First,
out here,
for the
played
victorious
their
Miami
game,
Marlins.
and put the losing
2
streak
runs
behind
on
them,
4
like
hits.
professionals
No
are
errors.
supposed
They
to do.
left 8
Well
men on
done.
base.
We are under the lights this evening as we
And
get
now,
you set for another
your
edition of Baseball on the Show.
2022
A good matchup here for you
Miami
tonight between the Philadelphia
Marlins
Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Sixto Sanchez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
In now, Russell Daniels. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
The 0-1 on its way. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on. Striding in, Russell Daniels. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Wait for your pitch up there.
0-1 count and the pitch. It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. So his remarkable season continues as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Coming to the plate now, Russell Daniels.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
That's inside. 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over.
Let it fly now.
Bryce.
Stepping in, Bryce Harper. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. To second for
190,
one.
190.
On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, two. One away now for the
Now
Marlins
batting,
in their half
left
of the
fielder,
fifth. And up next,
Lewis
the Miami area native, Lewis Brinson. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Well, it's still early, but it's also. So that'll bring in Monty Harrison next. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Left fielder looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Leading off the inning, Russell Daniels, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Daniel.
And now pitch on the way. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Check the outfitters now. See where they're at.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Drive it like you can.
The right fielder.
Ready for another shot now.
Right.
Bryce Harper. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Hey, no one better. Need you right here.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Oh, now he doesn't want any part.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Stepping up now, JT Realmuto.
Like you can. Here we go.
Daniels over at second. Hoskins is over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield.
On the back, find the
Scooped
ball,
up.
find the ball.
Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. Stepping up to the plate,
Now
Jazz
batting.
Chisholm. He's
The
looking to
shortstop.
bring home the winning run from third.
Chisholm.
Hold him right here. Let's go.
Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
First for the victorious Miami Marlins. 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Pablo Lopez gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
At the plate, Russell Daniels. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
A changeup floats outside here for ball one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Roll, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently.
Now batting, Jazz Chisholm. In 13 at-bats so far in the series, he's collected 3 base hits. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone!
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Russell Daniels. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in score.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Harrison is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. So coming to the plate, Kevin Padlo. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready once again, Russell Daniels. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here.
Good rip on it, huh?
Misses, ball 2. Fouled off.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
Another 2-2 offering. Driven deep. At the wall. It is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Unbelievably, his 80th of the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. So we'll take one more look. And boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Stepping into the box, Lewin Diaz.
The first baseman, Lewin.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Diaz.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Daniels is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ready to take his hacks again.
The
Russell
batter,
Daniels,
the left
as
fielder.
he'll look to follow up the
Russell
two-run homer he launched over the wall
Daniels.
last time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A two-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
That evens it up 1-1.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Hey, seeds all day, buddy. Nice hit.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
And Bryce
The right
Harper
fielder,
will dig in at the
number 3.
plate. He's had a great
Bryce
game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. The 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Let's go.
And that misses, ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings
Now
a runner
batting,
home.
the center
Self-inflicted wounds are
Michael
always the hardest to swallow.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Hey, good shot.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run is scored. Now the relay home, and he is in there.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs.
Into the box, Lewin
batting,
Diaz. He's singled in
first
2
baseman,
trips to the plate thus far.
Lewin Diaz.
The 2-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field.
2-2-2.
Daniels will settle under it to make the play for the first
no
out
runner,
as
no
the
runner.
runner will have to head back to first. Trying to pick things up where he left
off for
off,
the Phillies,
Russell
the
Daniels.
left fielder.
He's homered and doubled in
Russell
4 trips, so he's definitely
Daniels.
been a factor. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 2-1. Sharp ground ball to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
That's a great AB out of you, kid.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the
right
mound
fielder,
or
number 3.
comfortable in a batter's
Right.
box in some visiting ballparks. And
Harper.
some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
No one out with a runner at second.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
Grounded to first. Reined
Come on,
in.
slide. Get out. Get
And it's a
out.
productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins.
The first baseman.
A man
number
at third
17,
with 1 away.
Rhys Hoskins.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Now
Striding in once
the
again,
center field.
Michael Brantley.
Michael
In his last appearance, he
Brantley.
singled home a pair of runs.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
One left for Philadelphia, but don't shed a tear.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
12-1 at the end of this one. The Philadelphia Phillies posted a 3-run
Time of the
first to
ball
propel
game.
them to the
3 hours
win.
and 35
Mauricio
minutes.
Rivera earns his 8th victory of the season.
Thank you
Pablo
for joining us
Lopez
here.
allowed